Hello and welcome to the Boundaries Are the New Pumpkin Spice Pep Talk. This is going to go along with the PDF and the journaling and your new Spotify playlist and all the things. This is just a little pep talk from me to you to make sure that you give your permission to enjoy fall, the holidays, and the year coming beyond. So I'm going to get right into it. If you don't know who I am, my name is Becky Nieves. I am a self-worth and boundaries life coach. I have a psychology degree, 4 kids, and a narcissistic father that I went no contact with about 7 years ago now. I would say 7 years ago now. So I know a lot about this time of the year and how difficult it can be to both enjoy the holidays and still grieve how things maybe don't always go to plan and people not behaving the way you would like them to, for instance. Um, Absolutely 100%. I love the holidays. Fall is my favorite. I'm definitely a pumpkin spice girl, Christmas even more so. And it's okay for us to love a holiday and both dread it at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time, right? So for me as a mom, it's wanting to give my children the absolute best holiday they can and to enjoy all the things that the holidays have to offer. But at the same time, I do give myself space to grieve what I thought life would look like at this point and what it doesn't. And again, it's important to not just stuff those things down and actually, let yourself feel the things. It's that balance between feel the things, but don't live there. We don't want to make a house in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas because at the end of the day, we are currently in the reality that we're in now, right? You have a choice to make whether or not you enjoy the holiday season while giving yourself some space or letting it just bury you. That's some real talk and that's 100% true and something that I live by. So, another thing that I want to talk about since it's boundaries. The number one thing when I am working with clients and amazing women is that there is a difference between a request and a boundary. Let me explain. A request is where you ask someone to do or not to do something. A boundary is where you've laid out that statement, parameter, your ask, but they violate it. So therefore, they have a consequences. For example, I'll use my own, for instance. With my father, when I was still speaking with him, I have a child with a rare lung condition. My father is a smoker. So the request was, please don't come to my house having smoked a cigarette. One that he did not follow through with. So the boundary that I had to put in place was, if you come to my house having smoked a cigarette, you will not be allowed entrance into my house. And then here's the kicker. You actually have to follow through with it. Because if you continue to put up the request and there are no consequences to these actions, it's going to continue happening. You're not going to have that amazing, joyful holiday that you want to, and you're going to be resentful and angry and all the emotions that we don't want because we want to enjoy the holidays. Same thing. I know a big thing, particularly Thanksgiving, the running joke is no discussion of politics at the Thanksgiving table, right? And that's one of those things you can put that out there, like, please don't discuss politics, this topic, whatever the hot button is in your family. And if you just make that request and people don't have a consequence to that, it's easy to violate. But then you can say, okay, if this topic comes up, I'm going to leave. Therefore, you're protecting your peace by not participating in the discussion. And you're also letting them know that their actions do have consequences. And therefore, you see the difference between a request and a boundary. And that's how we need to make the season joyful for everybody involved. And I hear a lot from women who say, I just can't do that with my family, and boundaries are selfish, and I don't want to put up walls. And it's not putting up walls. And I can see I struggled with this for a long time myself. Boundaries are so that everyone can experience more joy. The person hosting, the person going to somebody's house, it's to make the experience pleasant for everyone. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have boundaries, you're going to be the one who's resentful while everyone else is enjoying the holidays, living their life, doing all the things. We don't want to allow people to live in our head rent free. We don't want our thoughts to make a nest in our head and bury themselves there. And then come, January, you realize the holiday season is come and gone and you didn't have any fun and you're a little upset about it. So that is my reminder to you. Boundaries, do equal joy. You can call out toxic family dynamics with compassion, but also having your backbone. Again, it's recognizing that dance between the two. And I hope with the journaling prompts and the Spotify playlist that I provided that you're able to do that. And the last thing I want to say to you before I cut this short is that fun isn't selfish. It's sacred, girl. You have earned it. Enjoy it. As women, as moms, we put so much prep into the holiday season, and we don't take enough time to enjoy that for yourself. And I get it. It's hard. I have 4 kids. I understand sometimes 5 minutes alone to ourselves is damn near impossible. That's the honest truth. But it's important, whether it's 2 minutes, half hour, whatever it is that you can carve up, put it on your calendar, schedule it, make it a non-negotiable. Because if you're not okay, the people you love and the people you care for and the people who depend on you also can't be okay because you need to take care of you. So I hope this was helpful. I look forward to hearing all about how you've been able to implement some things and hopefully have a most joyful pumpkin spice latte or whatever your apple, your fall drug of choice is. So until then, have a great one.